Oh
Close
my goodness.
together.
Here we go.
Hey y'all, if y'all watching this on TV
Okay.
land, this is the playback right now. We are acting up. All right, we acting up. Hold on just a moment.
Already. Oh my gosh. Hey, hey, hey. How is everyone doing? You are tuned into the playback. We are streaming where the culture lives, as always. Tonight we have a wonderful. Oh, sorry, I didn't introduce myself. Just in case you don't know, this is Tasha Miss Kitty Woodard, and tonight we have a wonderful, wonderful guest for you named Gregory Williams. Mr. Williams is a singer, songwriter, producer, author, and he was in he founded a group named Switch from the Motown days, the R&B group. So you guys give him a nice, warm,
Mhm.
warm welcome. Excuse me, let me back up, okay? Because let me give you your accolades here. Switch is a multi-platinum R&B group. So
That's
thank you
right.
so much for
Yeah.
joining us, Mr. Williams. We
Right,
really,
Thank
right,
you
right.
for
really
having me. Yeah, this is exciting.
He looks familiar. I think I've spoken to him before.
Absolutely.
Hey, Greg.
All
Good one.
right.
Okay,
So
wait a minute.
thank you so
Uh,
much for joining us.
oh, thank you for having me. Okay,
Yes.
and you are. I don't know who's who up here. I
Okay,
know
let's
who
all
John is.
introduce ourselves. My name is Tasha. You can just call me Tasha.
Gotcha.
Yes, I'm the CEO. And then, did you know JC? Go ahead, Rebel. Introduce yourself.
I'm DJ Sean Rebel. I am the director of audio and video for this whole broadcast podcast.
I heard that.
And me, myself, yours truly, I am Arson. I am the creative director for the playback.
Yeah.
Good one.
I'm the
Nice.
managing director, Greg.
The
What
Yeah,
you
I'm the
say,
man.
John?
managing director. You know who I am, but I'm the
Of
managing
course.
director of
Of course.
the.
We all glad I did know.
Right.
Okay.
Oh man. Well, thank you again. We just wanted to, talk to you a little bit and find out what you're doing now because that's what we're all about, keeping the culture alive. You grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan. What was that like? I mean, how did music become a part of your life there?
I was born into music. My dad was a jazz saxophonist. My mother was a gospel singer. Both of
Mhm.
them locally, except my dad did play with Al Green and was supposed to leave with him when Al left Grand Rapids, but didn't go. But
Okay.
my mom, she had 10 other siblings, and all of them played instruments. So those were my influences, basically. I've been
Uh,
in music since kindergarten. I sang in a Christmas play, and from that point on, it's been my life.
wow. So you said your family, those were your earliest influences. Did you have any others?
Well, I loved everybody from Wes Montgomery to Stevie Wonder to Paul McCartney to Mitch Miller, even. I mean,
Mhm.
that's way, way before your time, darling. But anyway, but everybody. I mean, I love music, period. Music consumed me, all kinds, from classical to jazz to rock to polka. So, I was just consumed with it my entire life.
Wow. And so when did you realize that it could become more than just a passion, that it was something you wanted to do as, for your
I got to
career?
tell you, it's really strange, but I claimed it at 6 years old that I was going to be an entertainer. And I
Wow.
stood by that my whole life. I had my very first band. I was the founder of my very first band in the fourth grade. It was a band called the Hot Five, two trombone players, a saxophone player, and me and another guy on trumpet. So
Oh, wow.
I've been consumed by music my entire life.
Wow, wow, wow. And then you play with local bands, like early on you played with the local bands. What kind of lessons did you learn playing with these bands?
I learned all about music, all about business. I started out in a singing group at 13. My uncle, my cousin, and another guy. We wound up being one of the hottest acts in Western Michigan, a group
Hmm.
called the Patterns, just singing and stepping like the Temptations, Four Tops kind of thing. And then we decided we needed a band. And ironically, my uncle and myself played trumpet. So we brought our trumpets in and put other musicians in and dealt with that. The things I learned was who can play and who can't, first of all, who should play and who should, you know, how to set up shows and live performances and how to be better the next time, each time after your last time.
Hmm.
It was all a
Now,
learning process for me.
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine. I mean, you were a part of a group called TNT Flashers, which was Barry White's group. Is that correct?
Well, it wasn't really Barry White's group, but Barry wound up being our manager.
Mm, gotcha.
And he
Okay.
renamed the group White Heat. And we cut one album. I don't know if you can see it, but it's over there in the corner.
Hmm.
We cut one album on RCA Records, and I think we got back more records than we put out. That tell
Wow.
you how the sales were. That tell you how the sales were. But anyway, yeah,
Mm.
Barry was our manager. It was not his group. A lot of people say y'all was Barry's backup band. No, we were never his backup band. Even though he named the group White Heat, we were not his group. He managed us.
Got it. Got it. Got it. And what do you remember most about working under Barry? Like, what was
Oh,
what's your biggest memory?
it's ironic, but the band, there was 13 of us in the band. I think there was 9, 10 on stage and 3 roadies and co-manager. But Barry took a liking to me, I guess because I asked him questions. And nobody else was, Barry was a big old gruff dude, I mean, my first night I met him, they gave us contracts to sign for the record label. And me, I'm a little smart guy, and nobody else asked. So I said, Mr. White, are we supposed to get an attorney to before we sign these contracts? He looked at me. He said, sign the MF. And everybody signed, trust me.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Nobody got it reviewed by a lawyer. Everybody just signed.
Oh
He
wow.
should have told everybody to sign that contract when he said that. Sign the MF. That's all he said.
Oh my
So first thing I
God.
learned was never sign a contract if you don't know what it is. And don't go to a meeting unprepared.
Right.
First thing I learned.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I
And then
learned a lot from Barry. Barry, I watched him. I was able to go and sit in the studio with him from time to time and watch how he produced and how he brought life to an idea. And I think that's the most impactful thing that I got from Barry. But business too. I did
right.
learn, it is the music business, and a lot of us just go in wanting to play and things like that. And cool, me too. That was my desire. But the bottom line is, I'm finding out somebody over here making money, and I ain't getting none. But I'm playing for it. Learn the business, dude. So I did.
Yeah. And then at some point you moved, right? You were in Grand Rapids, but then you moved to Los Angeles. So how did that impact, or change your perspective as an artist?
Well, first of all, Grand Rapids was good for raising families, but it
Mhm.
was not good for the industry. There were a lot of talented young people with no musical outlets there. I ran through 5 bands in Grand Rapids, 5 different bands from band to band to band. I was a trumpet player, a keyboard player, and a singer, and a stepper. So I could move like that from all of them, and I learned something from all of them. But the main thing was we had no outlets. The biggest star from Grand Rapids prior to me was Al Green, and
Mhm.
even Al Green got up and got the hell out of there.
Hmm.
Okay, so okay, now we talk about California and Hollywood and all of that. Come on, all the record companies there, the film companies there, all the wannabes are there. Everything is there you want.
Mhm.
So that changed possibilities. I moved out there when I signed with Barry White. My very first time out there in 1973. Okay, I stayed there from 73 to 75 with Barry in that situation. After we went back to Ohio, Barry dropped the band. He dropped the company basically. So
Mhm.
after the band broke up, I played in Akron. I stayed in Akron and played in Akron for about a year with local bands, playing at the club for $25 a night and stuff like that. But just happy to be playing my horn. And then I decided it's time for me to put my group together. This was December of 76, was when I formally pulled the guys that the world now knows as Switch together.
Mm.
So, and that was in Akron, Ohio.
Wow. And then how did you pick the guys? Because how did everyone come together? Because you have some very notable members in that group,
Well,
right?
they weren't notable until they got with me. Okay.
Okay. All right
No.
That's good. All right, good.
now.
Okay, no, let me calm down on that one. Anyway, Bobby and Tommy
Don't
DeBarge
go
were like Bobby and Tommy DeBarge were like my brothers. We grew up together. I grew up with the DeBarge family in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
down. Okay.
So when
Okay.
I put Switch together, I was definitely going to get them out one way or the other. Although Bobby was not in the first version of the group. Bobby had some
Oh.
issues in Grand Rapids, and I didn't want drugs in my band. Okay, so I had another guy out of Mansfield, Ohio, in that slot that Bobby was in. But when we finished our demo, it's a long story. It's and I don't want to tie it all up. But anyway, I pulled the band together December 12th, 1976. In January, I had everybody come to Mansfield, Ohio. We rehearsed for a couple of weeks. We recorded songs that I had written or arranged. Okay? Jody Sims and myself, Jody was the drummer and still is currently the drummer of Switch. Jody and I went out back out to California. Mm-hmm. And believe it or not, me and my certainty about who I was going to be and what I was going to become, I told the fellas before I left them in Mansfield, Ohio, I'll have a deal in 2 weeks. Well, ironically, on the 9th day that we were there in California, we met Jermaine Jackson and Hazel Gordy Jackson, Barry Gordy's daughter and Jermaine's wife, in an elevator. And that set the whole career off right there.
Did you know you guys was going to be something?
Okay, like the sound effects, cool.
Did you know that the chemistry between you guys is going to be something special?
Okay, let me tell you this now, because you did this is actually getting to your question, which I handpicked every member of Switch, okay? And like I said, Bobby and Tommy, I grew up with them. But I was going to come back and get Bobby. I was going to come back and clean him up and get him a deal once I got things off the ground. So I had Tommy DeBarge. I found James Ingram's younger brother, Philip. He and I had been friends while I'm playing in Akron at the local clubs and stuff like that. He was in a band. And I told he was actually, even though Tommy DeBarge was my first choice, Philip was the first one I told what I was doing. So anyway, Philip joined me. He introduced me to Eddie Fluellen. Okay. Jody Sims was the drummer for for White Heat and TNT Flashers. So I grabbed him up and I handpicked each of my guys, and I had prerequisites in my mind for each guy. Mm-hmm. First, each guy had to play more than one instrument because I played 4 or 5 of them. Each guy had to be able to sing lead even though there were background positions or whatever, they had to at least be able to hold a tune. Each guy had to be like me, do or die. I'm gonna do this or I'm gonna die. And another requirement was each of the guys had to look good. Now ask me why they had to look good.
Why they have to look good?
Because girls don't scream for ugly dudes.
That's how you get your fan base, right? Now you guys are on Motown. Now because Motown is legendary. I mean, I don't think there's a person that doesn't know what Motown records is. And in that era of music, you can still listen to it today, right? So what did it mean to you at that point in time to sign with Motown Records?
Now, let me tell you the crazy part of it. When me and Jody came out to LA and were going to shop a deal, we went to RCA Records because we had a record out with them before. And we had hoped that we could talk to the president. So we just took our butts up there, our naive butts up there to that label and asked, could we talk to the president? Ironically, he had a moment and he saw us. He remembered us from White Heat and he saw us. He listened to the tape and he said, guys, the music's good, but I don't hear a hit. He said, I tell you what, my office is open to you anytime. Go get a hit and bring it back. Okay, so we mad, thrown off anyway. So then we go down a few blocks and we go into a building to see an attorney friend of ours to talk about suing Barry White. No lie. And yeah, but so he was with us and it was all good vibes and he said, gentlemen this and gentlemen that. And he said, well, okay, let me see your contract. We ain't got no contract. That killed everything. He said, well, I can't help you if you don't have a contract. So that's when we leave his office and get on the elevator and meet Jermaine and Hazel. And we had, believe it or not, when we left that studio in Ohio, we were broke. So we only had one cassette to show. And whomever listened to that cassette had to listen to that cassette with us. But here we are kind of in a precarious position because this is Jermaine Jackson. This is Barry Gordy's daughter. And we should have gave them the tape. Well, we're on the elevator. They get off on their floor And we go down, and that's when we decided, after they done got off, we should have gave them the tape. So it took us about 15, 20 minutes to get back up to the floor. They got off on the 5th floor. And we ran down this long corridor, and ironically, at the end of the corridor was the opening to the parking lot. And there sit, right there outside that door, there sit Jermaine and Hazel in a brown Rolls Royce. Believe it or not, he stopped there because he was looking for a cassette to play.
Wow.
Well, I got the cassette. So anyway, they smiled at us, they rolled the window down, and me and Jody come over. And I ain't never stuttered before in my life. And I was stuttering and trying to explain who I am. And he got the tape. Ironically, he said, "That's good, Jermaine stuttered too."
Wow.
So we had a stuttering match there for a minute. But anyway, the truth of the matter is, he took the tape. And it wasn't 24 hours later that he called us and told us that he liked the tape. And decided to take it to Barry. And
Wow.
Yeah, that's true story, guys.
Do what you do,
divine intervention. That's crazy. Yeah.
And thank you, Asha. That's all it was. My life was predestined by God. It was. Every step, every stage, was predestined. I'd love to take credit for it, but I know where the real credit goes.
Yeah.
I'm just thankful to be the recipient at this point in time in my life.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, when you talk about hits, you mentioned, they said you didn't have any hits, whatever. But let's talk about hits because They'll Never Be was one of your hits. Can you kind of walk us through the creation of that song?
Okay, it's ironic there. When Motown signed us, we were in a hotel for 3 months. At the end of those 3 months, we got this check, this signing check. So we went and we rented a house. It's in San Fernando Valley, California. We rented a house, and all of us, well, Jody had a wife. So Jody and his wife didn't live in the house. And Eddie had a girlfriend. So the rest of us, that's Bobby, Tommy, Philip, Melvin, and myself, lived in this house. Okay, after we were halfway done, no, I think we were pretty much done with the album. No, we putting finishing touches on the album. Bobby and I moved into an apartment. I set my Fender Rhodes up in the living room of the apartment. And me and Bobby used to play off and on, Anytime it's free, one of us get on it. One night, I'm on the phone. I'm in my room with the door closed, on the phone, talking to this girl. And Bobby knocks on the door. "Greg, I got this song. You got to hear it. You got to hear it." Well, I ain't, okay, I'll be there, Bobby. Give me money. Let me hook this up.
Busy right now.
He said, "Nigga, excuse me. That bitch ain't that important. Come hear this song." Well, he pissed me off then. So I got up and went in there and heard the song. And the song, I fell in love with it immediately. Not that I underestimated anything Bobby brought to me. We had been writing songs together since the early White Heat days. So anything he brought was going to be good. And I knew that. But that one I was blown away. I said, "Bobby, we need to call Mr. Gordy." Believe it or not, it was like maybe about 11:30, 12 o'clock. He told us call him anytime. That's why he gave us the phone number. So we called him. And he listened to the song. He says, okay, I'll call you back. 2 or 3 hours went by. He called back. He said, "Play that again." And we played it again. And he said, "That's a smash." He said, "I've already cleared it. Y'all go in the studio tomorrow and start cutting it." So we went in and we cut it. It took us maybe about a week to get everything and then the arrangements and all of that stuff on. And before we would finish the song, Barry Gordy had we had another song called I Want to Be With You. That was our chosen single. Barry scratched it. He scratched it, and he made They'll Never Be the single. And the rest is kind of history, dog.
Oh my gosh. Man, so you wear so many hats. You're a musician, a vocalist, a writer, arranger, a producer. Man, how do you balance all of these roles?
I don't. They balance me, darling. They do. So,
This guy is smooth. He is smooth. See that? He is smooth.
He's been around.
I get up in the morning. First of all, I give thanks for another day because it's so important that I do that. And then after that, I say, "What's next, Greg?" and then I move on to what's next.
Mhm.
And I'm just so thankful. I really am. I'm humbled by my life. I will be 72 years old in another 3 weeks.
All right.
I am so thankful for my life. I can look around my house. I can look around anywhere around me and realize I did what I set out to do. Plus, and it's all a blessing because it didn't have to be me and it didn't have to go this far. I got my honorary doctor's degree in August of last year. Believe it or not, next week I'm flying to Los Angeles to receive the pop record of 2026. You got 30 for 30 by SZA and Kendrick. Yeah, you got familiar with that? 30 for 30?
No, I'm not. You can tell us about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tell us about it.
Kendrick Lamar. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's SZA and Kendrick
Okay.
Lamar, and actually it's on her album.
30 for
Okay.
30 for 30 for 30.
Okay.
Right,
Oh.
right.
Yeah, and they used I Call Your Name. They built that song off of I Call Your Name. And
Okay.
identically, they built it. Do you remember Throw Some D's on It by Rich Boy back in 2006?
Yes.
Sure do.
Same thing. They did the same thing. They took that song. So I was awarded back then R&B award. And that was in 2008. And so this year, 2026, is the best pop record. So,
Mm.
and the blessing keeps on going.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
See, I should have introduced you as Dr. Gregory Williams. So we're
That's all
gonna
right.
correct that right now.
That's all right. That's all
Hey,
right. I'm
real
Dr.
quick.
Greg. I'm Greg. I'm here. Bottom line.
That's right. That's
Just
right.
just wanted to say real quick, it's befitting because in 2006 when Rich Boy got signed to Interscope, I was sitting at the same table with him and Kylie Buds.
Really?
Me and my partner was Rebel and the Peacemaker at the time, and we had got to deal with Interscope at the same day, the same time as Rich Boy and Kylie Buds. So that's definitely true
Awesome.
history right there.
Wow.
So salute you,
Wow.
man.
Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That I still I blast that dang on song in my car now. I got people on the road next to me. I'm like, this lady crazy.
You got
Hey, look. Hey, Tasha, I was like, what do you know about that?
30 for 30.
Oh man. Oh man.
Uh-oh, I gotta give me some juice. I gotta get some juice too. Yeah.
Greg's
Right.
doing it.
Oh man. So what was the next chapter for you after Switch? After Switch left Motown, like what was the next chapter?
Sweetheart, there's never an after Switch, to tell you the truth. I did set it down for a minute, but I picked it back up. 2003, I put the group back together. I still have 4 original members, myself, Jody Sims, Philip Ingram, and Michael McGlory, who's on guitar. Not on the album covers, but he's the guitar player on They'll Never Be in All Them Hits of Switch. He's been with us from then, so now he's with us now. But I will tell you this. There was a down period for Switch. When we left Motown, we signed to Total Experience Records, which was really a total experience being over there. It was a mess. It was the home of the Gap Band, home of Yarborough and people, but the home of a whole bunch of other crazy stuff too that really wasn't working. So anyway, I was there for a year. We put out 1 record. We got back more copies than we put out. So, but after that, believe it or not, I told you from the Barry White days, I learned the business.
Yeah.
I learned to read and write contracts backwards and forwards. So I wound up negotiating some deals for a couple people, which in turn caused me to open up a management production company. And that was like 1982, from like 1982 to maybe 92, when I decided, hell, I'm putting Switch back together. So, and I had moved to New Jersey. So I lived in New Jersey for 9 years, right outside of New York, because I had an office on West 52nd in New York. So, and I was managing acts and doing different things at that time. Tell you one person that I managed that you would probably know. What about Laura, the girl, Urkel's girlfriend? Laura?
Yeah.
Oh,
That
you
was my
managing Laura?
Laura.
Okay.
Yeah. Her name was
Yeah.
Michelle Thomas.
Michelle
Right.
Tommy. Yeah,
That
yeah.
was my niece.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
My brother was DT from Kool in the Gang, and that's her dad. So
Oh.
Michelle was one of the first acts that I managed. Okay, I managed her when she was on the Cosby Show. In fact, she was Malcolm's girlfriend forever.
Yes.
So, yeah, until she passed. But anyway, I managed her. Then I wound up, just having a production company. I signed with Sugar Hill Records as a producer.
Mhm.
And I did that for a few years. And like I said, I just kind of hung loose until I decided I was going to put Switchback together. But believe it or not, after that, I wound up getting a job as an editor and art director for
Mhm.
Right On Magazine.
I
And I
remember Right
Right
On
on, man.
Magazine.
Well, yeah,
Mm.
I did that. Cynthia
Right on.
Horner is my best friend to this day. And she
Oh
was
my
the editor.
goodness.
She's the owner of it now, Right On
Wow.
Digital. But anyway, she had me help her out and then wound up giving me a job. And, so I did that while I was still putting Switchback together and trying to make things happen. And from that
Wow.
point, I wound up managing Elder Barge and SWV and Steezo and the Skinny Boys. I managed quite a few acts.
What? What you know about the Skinny Boys, Dr.
That
Gregory?
was my boys, man.
He was the manager.
Oh my goodness, man. You are so enriched with history right now. You are bringing
Skinny
up
boy.
everything that I
Yeah.
remember.
It's
Everything.
Yeah.
crazy.
That is lovely,
Wow.
man.
Mm.
Wow, wow, wow.
I've been
And then
blessed.
you were an A&R for some time, vice president of A&R,
At
of
Cab
Sugar.
Dash Records.
Yes.
Oh
So
my
how
God.
yes, so
I mean,
tell
that's a
me
well kept secret. But the funny thing about it, when I was vice president of A&R at Tab Dash Records, we signed R. Kelly. It was Robert Kelly and what was the name of the guys? God, all of a sudden I'm drawing a blank.
It don't matter. You
But it was
giving
you
it
just
wound up
dropped
being
R.
R.
Kelly.
Kelly. R. Kelly, yeah.
giving us too much. I'm getting overloaded on the conversation right now. Wow.
The
I'm just
skinny
looking at
boy.
the plaques on the wall right now. I'm just trying to stare at the plaques on the wall.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Wow, man. You have put in that work, man. I
Oh,
hope
wait a
that
minute.
we
And
can
I don't
catch
do
that.
this. I don't do this, but I'm feeling the spirit of the Jews.
Yes. Yes, yes.
So that's my wall of fame up there too. That's one of them. I got one
Oh, show
downstairs.
us your wall. Show it.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's see. Hold on. Okay, I'm hoping I don't lose power. Let's see. Okay. Well, this one you'll know immediately. Let's see.
Wow.
Is that
Oh,
Michael?
Wow.
That's
wow.
Michael. That's
Michael
me,
Mm.
Michael,
Jackson.
and Cynthia Horner, right on magazine.
Yeah. Yep.
That's incredible.
Oh
Wow.
Oh
God.
my God. Oh
Who
my
all was
God.
that?
Wow.
Tony,
Yes.
Rick James and Jermaine and me and
Wow.
Wow.
who's that? Oh, there's a bunch of us. I got a bunch of these though, guys.
Oh my
Who else might be
goodness.
impressive? Elder
It,
Barge.
we're
Okay.
Yeah.
impressed. We're
Oh, wait a
impressed. You
minute. Wait a
already
minute.
razzle dazzled
Yeah.
us already.
Okay, now that's Jermaine and Hazel. And do any of you guys know the white guy in the middle?
Isn't he
It's
from
Clive.
Interscope?
Clive.
It's Clive,
Is it?
Clive
That's
Davis, right?
Cloud.
Uh-uh.
That's not Clive?
Uh-uh.
No.
That's Steve Rubel, the owner of
Steve.
Studio
Oh,
54 back in the day.
Oh, right.
oh yeah,
54.
Studio
54.
54.
Yeah,
Got
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's Chico Ross, and then of course that's Bobby peering through and Eddie peering through.
Oh
Anyway,
my goodness.
I done been around the game a little bit, y'all.
That's
Such
all right.
history.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes. That's
goodness, man.
incredible. That's
Man,
incredible.
as a DJ, man, I take these records, I spin these records at parties, weddings, and stuff like that, man. But to see the people that are behind the scenes of these beautiful eclectic sounds, man, I just salute you, man, for real.
Thank you so
Yes.
much.
You,
Being an artist, yes, just
yeah,
just seeing what
yeah,
your repertoire is amazing.
yes,
Wow.
All I can
Yeah,
say is I've
man.
been blessed. I've been blessed.
yes.
Yes. So you have seen a lot of the evolution of the music industry. Like from your perspective, what is the biggest thing that has changed about the music industry since like since the late 1970s all the way up until now?
The biggest thing is how you make your money. That's the
Mm,
biggest change. I can talk about the sound, I can talk about the artistry, I can talk about how things were diminished and how
mm.
things have been grown. But the biggest thing is how you make your money. This streaming, it really needs to go straight to hell in a handbasket. Okay?
Yeah,
I'm just being honest.
We
yeah.
agree. We
It's
You
agree.
know,
true.
the thing of it is you cannot make the kind of money that you used to make. Not that you
Mm,
made a lot off of records anyway, but when there were cassettes for sale, when there were CDs for sale, when
mm,
there were albums for sale, and 45s and 78s, you could give somebody a tangible product and they could put it in their collection and they could have it as long as they didn't scratch the damn thing up. They
mhm.
would have
Right.
it to play forever and ever. Streaming, you got it as long as you're paying the bill. When you stop paying the bill, you can't stream that no more.
Right.
And see, ownership is diminished at that point.
Yeah.
You know, and
Speak on it. Speak on it.
honestly, man, and not to mention the fact that the record companies are the real moneymakers here. Not the damn artists, not the writers, not the arrangers, not the producers, the record companies, because they own Spotify, they own Apple Music, they own the companies that stream. And they give you a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a penny. Do you know what? That song 30 for 30 I told y'all about?
Yes.
Isn't it? Fortunately, that thing has played over 10 billion streams.
Wow.
So I've been looking at some good paydays here.
Yeah, that's incredible.
I ain't gonna tell you no lie about that. I done seen some good paydays, but they'll never be. I call your name. I want to be closer. Best beat in town. We like to party. Those were switch hits from back in the day.
Yep.
They still play. They're still relevant music. And the money that I used to get for them in relation to the money I get for them now, let's call it a damn shame. It's like one-armed robbery. I need a drink behind that.
Yeah, I would say as a DJ, I totally understand, man. Yeah, that drink. You got that drink on. Look,
Anyway.
look, I put mine in the cup.
Oh man.
Wow, boy.
No, but in all
I
honesty,
got mine in the straw.
okay.
I got nothing, Greg. I stopped a long time ago, but it's all
No, you
good.
can get some water. Get some water. Get some water, John. Get some water, John.
Yeah, we got social water for you, John.
Yeah.
Well, I toast to all of you. I'm enjoying this moment, guys, and I thank you again for having me.
Yeah, cheers to you, man.
Mazel tov.
Yes. So, I mean, so what did you enjoy most? Because now you, as you mentioned, you were writing and contributing to Right On, and you did also Sisters in Style.
Yes.
So what did you enjoy, most about contributing to these magazines?
Well, I've always been a reader. When I was a little kid, I used to read every Reader's Digest and every damn thing else I could get my hands on. My grandfather started me reading the newspaper with him. And so I grew reading. So English was my favorite subject in school. I was good at math, but English was my favorite. So when I had the opportunity to start doing interviews and stuff, which is my introduction into Right On magazine, I started interviewing people and I enjoyed it because not only did I get to tell the story, but I had to sit down there and write it. And that worked well for me and, my desire to do things. And from that point, things just evolved. I mean, I went from a story writer to a columnist for the magazine called Ask a Man, where these little girls would write and ask me questions and stuff like that. I did about 8 years, which was cool though. Yeah. And it just fed a part of me that needed to be fed, being involved with the magazine. Not to mention, as I said, Cynthia Horner and I have been best friends since like 1978, I think. So, where I could see some of her people falling short, I could dive in and help her get it done. And that's how it all began and how it all evolved.
Do you ever sleep? Do you ever sleep?
Yeah, sometimes, but ironically, I've been up since 4:30 this morning. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. That's that
Greg,
grind, man.
Yeah. Greg, by the way, point of information, another artist came out of Grand Rapids, 90s artist in R&B, a female that some people might have heard of by the name of Adina Howard.
I know. I will tell you a story about
I was thinking about that before we said.
Yep, you're absolutely right. Now, but she came after us. But
no, you're way after you.
I used to date Adina's mama, and I still talk to her.
Really?
And I still talk to her today. So my joke with Adina is, I'm only a month away from being your daddy. So
freaking all night, huh? Oh man!
And Adina's doing good things now too.
Wow!
It's hot.
Wow!
Reinvented herself, and she's back out there. She's doing things now.
Yeah, I know.
Oh man! So we have a segment. I'm looking at the time. We have a segment called Playtime. So we're about to get into that. JC, do you have a question? Because I know you.
Oh yeah, Greg.
Yeah.
You still there? Okay.
before we get
What
into playtime.
what have you learned? I'm only kidding. What have you learned from working with artists like Elder Barge and SWV?
A lot.
Hmm.
That
Could you do it in 20 minutes? No.
yeah. The main thing I learned from working with these acts is I never want to be in the babysitters club again.
Yeah.
That's what I call managing acts. The, baby,
Right.
the babysitters
Mm-hmm.
club.
Mm.
And I mean nothing negative by that
Right.
because I'm an artist myself, and artists are temperamental people,
Mm-hmm.
period, by nature. We're
Mm-hmm.
creative people. We're busy. We're doing stuff, good, bad, or indifferent. We're doing things. Well, for me to have to take my creative hat off and put my business hat on and sit there and endure all the stuff that happens, Elder Barge taught me I don't want to do it no more. Now, I do manage Switch at this point, but they all my age.
Right.
They done been through what they've been through. Ain't no dope. There's very little alcohol, and ain't nobody crying about I got to pay my child support and all of that stuff.
Oh my gosh.
So anyway, no, but the truth of the matter, I learned a lot more from them. You know, especially the good artists like El DeBarge as a person is phenomenal when he's sober. You know, SWV,
Mhm.
I loved working with them. You know, it was short. My time with them was short. I love working with them, but then all that estrogen in the room, like, okay, let me calm down. So anyway, I learned a lot.
Shout out to Coco and company.
Right,
Thank
right.
you.
Shout out to the whole group. But okay, so let's get into our game now. So this is our segment called Playtime. I'm gonna throw it over to Austin. This is his part of the show. Go ahead, Austin. And just
Mr. Gregory, how you doing? Please hold on. First of all,
Doctor, get it right.
Rebel. I'm sorry, Doctor. Hold on. The sound effects, Rebel. I'm sorry, it threw me
Cool.
off. Okay. Now, Dr. Gregory,
Yes, sir.
this is the part of the show called Playtime. Now, your mission, should you choose to accept it, we have a wheel with 6 songs on it right now. Whatever number that song lands, whatever number the wheel lands on, you got to tell us how that song inspired you. Where was you at the time the song was out, and your most embarrassing moment while the song was out. Now, this is your mission, should you choose to accept it.
Okay, wait a minute. I got to say what? I got to share
Okay.
what?
All right, listen. Whatever song, whatever number it lands on, right? The song that comes up, you got to tell us how it inspired you to do music. Where was you at the time the song was released? And if you have one, your most embarrassing moment while the song was out.
Okay. Okay. I accept.
You with it? You ready?
I am.
Okay.
Lionel Richie,
All night long.
night long.
All right. Where was I? What was that? Was that the late 80s, early 90s?
Yep. 80s.
I was in New Jersey. I was working with Right On Magazine. I was managing the Skinny Boys in Steezo at the time. I love the song. And I was happy he put that out after he put out that crazy dancing on the ceiling. I said he done fell and hit his head from dancing on the ceiling. But anyway, all night long, yeah, I love to dance anyway. So it was a great song, bunch of fun. I don't think I have any embarrassing moments during that period.
Okay.
Okay, let's move on.
We can go on to the next one. Oh wow.
Barry
Right,
White.
White. My everything.
Well, that came out after my relationship with Barry ended. And between the time, I forgot to share this real quick too. Jermaine Jackson's best friend was Barry White. So when Barry happened to see me after he had dropped us from White Heat, maybe 2 years later, he happened to see us with Jermaine. Well, I can't tell you what he said, but it was really cool. It was really cool. But anyway, that song, My first, my last, my everything. Love the song. Period. Another Barry White hit. I forgot where I was and what I was doing around that time. Go ahead. Was that mid 80s?
Yes, it was. It was like, I think it was around like 83, 84.
Okay, those were the years I was at Sugar Hill as a record producer, hanging out with Grandmaster Flash and those guys. Oh, yeah, embarrassing moment, but it may not be embarrassing to you guys. But actually, I'm in New York, and these are my early years in New York, and I got on the train trying to get from New York to where I lived at. I think I lived in Paramus, New Jersey at the time, and wound up in Philadelphia because I got on the wrong damn train.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
I've done that too. I wasn't sober at the time, but I've done.
Okay. Hey, John.
Oh my goodness, man. We're gonna spin the wheel, man.
Yeah, right. Next clip.
Man, damn. Shit.
Marvin Gaye, Sexual Healing.
Great song. Of
Oh
course.
my goodness.
Oh man.
Ironically, we used to play basketball with the Jacksons and Marvin Gaye. At least a few games anyway, I remember. This was before the song, of course, because if I remember correctly, Sexual Healing was at the early 80s.
Yeah, 82.
Yeah. No embarrassing moments that I can think of.
Yeah, I'm still laughing about the train.
I did too after I got home a week later. So
Hey, Dr. Gregory,
Yeah.
the reason why everybody's so cracking up because everybody's from New York. So it's
Yeah.
like
you don't know what I'm talking about.
it's real personal right now.
Okay,
Yeah,
good
right?
one. Good one.
All right, let's go ahead and roll that beautiful beam footage. Y'all ready?
Shit.
Let's go.
Man.
Ooh, Tina Turner. What love got to do with
Got
it?
to do with it.
Yeah. That's a good one. I'm singing it in my head.
First of all, I remember the song well. I absolutely love that song. In fact, that was one of the few songs, probably out of maybe 8, 10 songs that I've heard in my life that I said I wish I had written. Yeah. No embarrassing moments that come to mind.
All right, we're gonna keep it rolling then.
Yeah.
All right.
I had an Ike Turner story to tell y'all, but I figured no.
Man, we got to hear that. Hold on. Just hold on.
We won't
We
do
got to
that.
hear Ike.
We're gonna circle back then. This is Michael Jackson, "Baby Be Mine."
I'm embarrassed to say I don't know this song.
I'm singing another song in my head. It's not a Michael Jackson song.
Baby Be Mine. Who was that? Well, Lisa Morgan or one of the girls, but
That was on the Thriller album, Baby
And
Be Mine.
it was like "Baby Be Mine,
Yeah.
girl." Yeah. So we're gonna go back to this other embarrassing moment or
Yeah.
this story that you had to tell us. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, well, Ike.
God. I was hanging out with Ike at the house. I knew Ike and met Tina, but this was Ike's days. I think I went over to Ike's house with Johnny Guitar Watson.
Oh my
One
God.
things, I ain't gonna tell you no lie. And Ike, I guess he did too much of it because he was paranoid. And he went outside and shot the mailman. Yes,
What?
Oh my gosh.
And me and Johnny Guitar Watson had to run out the back door and get in his car.
Wow.
I'm glad the statute of limitations is up.
Right. Hey,
Oh
Craig.
my God.
Yeah, no.
I haven't heard that, but yeah, he went outside. He was
Wow.
I'm getting
What?
get these reactions.
And he went outside.
Wow.
I don't know what he was expecting to see. And the mailman was there, and he shot the mailman.
Wow.
That
Well,
means
Greg,
Watson ran out the back door.
right.
99 cents.
Oh my
Greg, do you
God.
know do you know Whitney Marcel Jackson? Do you know her?
No, I don't.
We had her on the show last month. She had some really funny extra Argentina story. Well, I can't go into some of them, but you know who she is?
No, I'm unfamiliar with her. Whitney Jackson?
No, Whitney Marcel Jackson.
No, I'm unfamiliar with her.
No, okay, never mind.
All right, we're gonna get on with the rest of this wheel.
Cool.
We shot the mailman.
That's
That's
Man,
funny.
it.
that's your ass, Mr. Postman. Damn.
I'm surprised I never heard that story because I did get arrested.
Stevie Wonder, My Sherry More.
Oh, absolutely love the song.
Oh
Love
my
the song.
God, man.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh.
Nothing but good memories from that song. No negative stories, no embarrassing moments.
All right. Well, you good. you
Man,
you
we don't need no more after that. Ike, man.
That's hilarious.
Shut
I'm
the
telling
name.
Said he shot the
uh,
mailman. Shit.
Yes, he did. It's not that long he shot him.
Well, he's gone. They can't arrest him, right?
No, they arrested him in. They arrested him in.
Oh man.
hey,
No,
did he owe him some money? I don't know.
Oh, he was paranoid. He smoked all that cocaine and he was paranoid as hell.
paranoid,
Oh
right?
my
Right.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
This is why we call this the playback.
Oh,
Oh
man.
man.
Oh
Oh
Good
man.
my
God,
goodness.
Jesus, man.
Oh.
Oh man.
And I have lived that Hollywood life. Trust
I
me.
love it.
Oh,
Oh,
shit. Mm.
I can't tell y'all the trouble Rick James
Shit.
got in, but
Oh.
okay.
Oh, oh,
Well,
yeah.
that I mean, that's just. I mean, I'm sure you have a million and one
I
stories.
do.
Oh,
I
Oh
do.
my gosh. Well, in closing, we're heading into our closing of the show, and I just wanted to ask you before we do that, how do you want the legacy of Switch to be remembered?
Oh God. And you know what? I speak on that often, especially with my guys. We made hit records. We made people fall in love. We made people make babies.
Mm,
We made memories that today can outshine many that have passed through people's lives from that moment to this. So the legacy of Switch is good music, good love, and let's say we made a mark that's cannot be erased. It's an indelible mark that we've made. It cannot be erased. For me to be receiving an award for a song that I wrote and recorded 45 years ago, how special does that get? I'm so thankful to get my flowers at this age. I mean, my doctor's degree, my gold records, and still be working live, doing live performances and stuff. Just and this thing here, which folks need to get,
Switch, the bar,
Lord,
Mo-
Motown and Me,
okay.
and it's on Amazon. It's on Border Books. They're in stores and they're all over the place because I've made some good sales out of this thing since I published it in 2019.
Mm,
Best place to get it and get more information on what we're doing and where we're performing and caps and t-shirts and all this stuff at
thank you.
www.switchentertainmentworld.com.
Okay. Okay. You beat me
So,
to the punch. I was going to ask you how can people keep up with you? So if you have Instagram, Facebook, and all that, give us your handles and tell us also what we should be expecting from you now.
oh, there's a new record label by the name of 369 Records. It's distributed by Universal. I am about to become, and I'm not speaking out of turn because I actually have the contracts. I am vice president of A&R for the label.
Congratulations.
First thing I'm
Congratulations.
going to do is put a new Switch record out. Second, I've got maybe about 6 to 7 young artists that I believe in, from jazz to R&B to pop, that I believe in. So I'm going to be doing that. But for the most part, I'm gonna do everything that I can to keep that Switch legacy alive and keep the live performances coming, and keep thanking God for every day I get.
Yeah. Yeah. And what is your Facebook ID? Do you have Facebook and IG where people can follow you directly?
Yeah. Let's see. What am I? Williams Gregory Switch on Facebook.
Okay.
Uh, Original Switch on Instagram.
Okay.
Dr. Gregory Williams on TikTok.
Awesome. Awesome.
And if I got
Man.
some more, I don't remember. So
Well, thank you, thank you. So this has been so much fun. I mean, we love this is what we're all about, keeping the culture alive. So to get these wonderful stories and to hear these, I mean, legendary names, coming from someone like you, a multi-platinum artist and someone as talented as yourself. So thank you so much for sitting with us today. And we really, really appreciate it. And for our audience, as you know, you are watching and listening to the playback, and we are, as always, streaming Where the Culture Lives on Blazing 420 WPAM. And we got coming soon TV, Beats and Bars TV coming soon. That's not yet, that's down the road, but we will be on that as well. And we are also on iHeartRadio. So you guys, you can find us anywhere you listen to music, Apple, wherever you listen to music, you can find us. So
Yes.
thank you so, so much
thank you
again,
guys.
Dr.
Yeah,
Williams.
thanks,
It's
Greg. Thanks,
been an
Greg.
amazing
Absolutely.
pleasure. Thank you. And thank you to our audience for taking the time to tune in. Y'all have
Absolutely.
a good one.
Very good. Thanks,
All
God,
right.
very much.
Well,
I appreciate it.
thank you for being on the show, man. It's
Yep.
awesome, man. These stories are just incredible. I'm still trying to get over that. Johnny Guitar Watson. Oh my goodness.
Right.
Real motherfucker. Yeah, yeah.
Truly, truly, truly.
And
Man,
and
I
TV
wish I
land.
was there. I wish I was there when Ike shot the mailman.
Oh
Ooh.
man.
Well, you didn't want to be there. You wanted to get the hell out of there.
He was going to represent the mailman, Greg.
Oh
I'd have fell out
man.
laughing. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Wow.
I apologize to TV Land right now, or should I say Radio Land? Because TV
Right.
Land,
Because you can't.
y'all get to see us on TV Land, but
Uh-huh.
on Radio Land, you will not see those beautiful pictures that he had in the background with all of
Yeah.
those artists that are here
Mm.
and that he's
Yeah.
worked with, and in the book. So yeah, make sure y'all tune into the video section of us when y'all are
Yeah.
listening to this podcast. All right, and
I
again,
so
Dr.
Sweet.
enjoyed
Gregory,
it, guys.
we
Thank you.
salute you, but thank you for being on the playback.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
again.
guys. Thank you. You guys take care.
You as
You
well.
too.
All right,
All
you
All right,
right.
too.
Greg.
Bye bye.
Good night.